When you think about it, it's not so for everyone now, is it?
Yeah. This could have also been considered a Halloween game.
It very well could have. Well now, this is a playthrough that a lot of viewers are saying, well, it's about time.
I know.
One in particular.
Poor
But here we
Yosh.
go. It's finally time. Yoshi's like, it's my time.
Yay.
Because the whole time Yoshi's been the gag of like first time.
Yeah.
Other games don't like being delayed. Yoshi's like first time.
Literally, it's been like 4 years.
Yeah. This was the first game we showcased on the show.
Yeah. This is my very first
Very
experience.
first experience. But not the first game you played in our relationship. Because during lockdown, you played a Genesis emulator.
Yeah.
And you played
Aladdin and The Lion King.
The Lion King. Was Sonic 2 also in that? Sonic the Hedgehog 2? One of the Sonic games was.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It was one of them. But here we go. This is the one game where I'm just like, even if you hate it, you have to love the visuals.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It is one of the most visually pleasing games right next to Origami King.
Yeah.
At the time, this one took the crown, but after going through Origami King, I'm just like, nah, this one's really good too.
Yeah.
I really like the art style and the creativity and the levels. So here we go. Craft Island, tiny place in the middle of the handmade ocean. I'm Michael Caine doing your little narration. Life here for the Yoshi clown is nothing but peaceful and leisurely. Or rather, it had been nothing but peaceful and leisurely until...
Until what?
You finally know who this character is.
Yeah.
Hello, little Yoshis. Sorry to drop in so suddenly, but I need to turn you all into yarn. Thanks.
I do love, like, all the different patterns of Yoshi's, though.
Mm-hmm. So this is not going to be a 100% playthrough. Yeah, at this rate, I'll be here through lunch. Come on, I'm busy. Everyone becomes yarn. I'm going for all the Yoshis, so all the yarn friends, and all the flowers.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for.
What else was there?
The stamps.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
care about the stamps. That's just for Miiverse posts,
Okay.
and Miiverse has since been shut down. So...
Okay.
There, this should be plenty. Well, I'd better get back. Toodles.
Oh! He stole my line.
Uh-oh.
Get in the bag!
I forgot
in the
two
bag!
Yoshis. You fiends. So yeah, during the first experience, you were just like, a witch. Eek, that's enough. I've had it with you annoying Yoshis. But this is actually the
now I know
Magic
it's
Koopa.
Kamek.
Kamek. Yep. Oh, shit. That's a little heavy for me.
Dude, yarn gets freaking heavy, man.
Here, let me sprinkle some of this throughout the levels. That'll lighten the
Oh
load.
my gosh, what if, like, one of the yarn skeins didn't fall and, like, there was just a Yoshi without, like, a left arm?
There's still hope. As Kamek flies away, he drops a handful of yarn. A rather important Yoshi meeting is held. What do we do to save the others? We need to get that yarn back. Hurry, after that naughty trickster.
I feel like I could crochet a little Yoshi.
And so another grand Yoshi adventure begins. Will they be able to knit their friends back together? Onward, Yoshis. Okay, so we are doing a one-player playthrough. If you
Yes.
guys really want to see co-op, we'll do like a co-op stream just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And anger.
And
and rage.
frustration.
And frustration. Yeah. So it's one of those games where like you can harm your buddies.
Oh, Lord.
One of those co-op games. Oh, we played it co-op before. To where like I can eat you and throw you.
Yeah.
But also kill you if I miss throw. So like it can be frustrating. So we're just gonna go for a simple single player experience.
It is just adorable.
Oh, absolutely. And I love the music.
Yeah.
Like the music is really good too, which is not always a guarantee for Yoshi soundtracks.
Okay.
I might be alone on this, but some Yoshi soundtracks are very repetitive and get a little mundane in my honest opinion.
Okay.
Whereas the original Yoshi's Island has a banger soundtrack, and Yoshi's Woolly World have a banger soundtracks. Yoshi's story is mostly nostalgia, but it's not that good a soundtrack.
Okay.
The same with Yoshi DS and stuff like that. They're fine.
They're fine.
But when you compare it to like Yoshi's Woolly World and Paper Mario the Origami King and like actual bomb soundtracks, it just doesn't hold a candle.
I love the granny squares.
So this was a game that was in development for like quite a while. So originally this company did a game called Kirby's Epic Yarn. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't really a Kirby game. It was just a very artistic platformer with Kirby as the main character. The thing I like about Yoshi's Woolly World is that it's very much a Yoshi game with the artistic difference. Whereas Epic Yarn is not a Kirby game. I mean, it is, but it doesn't feel like a Kirby game.
Right.
Because originally it was supposed to be a different character. Oh. And they changed it to Kirby. And that character is a side character in Kirby's Epic Yarn.
So I do appreciate all of the different types of art in this, I guess. It's like not embarrassing per se, but it's kind of like, yeah, that's a thing. I took a fiber arts class.
Okay.
And it's nice because I already knew how to like crochet and how to knit and stuff. But and here they have crochet, they have knitting, they have like sewing with the buttons and stuff. Mm-hmm. They have loom work. They also have some needle felting. And it's just like, it's not just like, oh, this is a knitted world. Like it's quite literally everything is made of wool, but it's all different types of art with wool.
Well, this is actually not the newest Yoshi game, so there's actually
just really pretty.
A newer one called Yoshi's Crafted World, which is on the Switch, which is more into like arts and crafts and kind of like dioramas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm curious how that one is.
Well, because even if you look at like, so the little clouds, they're needle felted.
Yeah.
I want to get a needle felting needle. But it's definitely not on like my immediate list of things I want to dive back into.
Oh, I got you.
I loved needle felting.
Mm-hmm. It did not love me.
I got stabbed a lot.
That's what I was implying.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I stabbed through my one finger, and my teacher at the time, who was a monk, was just like, "Oh dear."
Oh dear.
And I was like, "What do I do?" Because a needle felting needle is serrated on the one side. So it has like little hooks that it's knotting the wool as you stab it. So you can't pull it back through your finger the way it came in because it would just tear up your finger. Yeah. So he had to take pliers and pull it the rest of the way out. Oh my God. Wow. It hurt so bad.
Wow. Yeah. Let's not rush back into that little hobby.
I mean, it's a really neat hobby, but... see, and that's, like, all sewed together. Mm-hmm. Super cute.
No, I really like... The company that made this game is called Goodfeel. Their latest game was actually just released. It's some kind of, like, Japanese ninja game or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, what I really like about Goodfeel is they use these high-def graphics... Good. Not for, like, realistic graphics, like the most high-def, like you see in all the PlayStation 5 showcases. Not just knocking out PlayStation 5, it's just, like, usually when you think of high-def graphics, that's what you think of.
And places.
They look like people, it looks like an actual place.
Whereas, like, this looks like actual, like, crocheted creatures.
Exactly. This uses, like, the art style to its fullest and takes that HD to make it as crisp and pure as possible. And I really love that. And it's not just a Nintendo thing, because Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
It's a PlayStation series. I don't know the company that made Little Big Planet, but they are very similar in, like, they have, like, high detailed arts and craft art styles.
It just is, like, it's so pleasant. Just everything about it is just extremely pleasant.
Except for the gameplay, because it can get very frustrating later on, as you know. So I am playing on casual mode. I will not be playing mellow mode. If you want to see what mellow mode's like, it's in the first experience.
Yeah.
It shows up briefly. We had a good laugh.
It's not terrible.
And then we got rid of it.
It's not terrible. But, like, if you do want to, like, collect things, even not to, like, complete the game, but, like, if you want to get all your yarn friends back, like...
Without a challenge.
Well, not only that, I feel like mellow mode makes it really difficult because you fly over...
Oh, because you're just flying over everything.
Yeah, you just basically, like, Yoshi has wings and you just fly. But you fly over all of those little details, and you don't find all of your friends because you're flying over the whole level.
That's the reason why I'm not fond of mellow mode. You don't see the levels to their fullest.
Yeah.
And these levels, like, when you really give them a chance to shine, by God, do they shine.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Got a yarn friend and all the flower petals. Well, all the flowers. Petals are around the flower. Doink.
I mean, technically, you got all the flower petals as well.
Yeah, I got both. Bonus game. Yep, when you go through that ring and you grab a flower, you get a bonus game. Otherwise, you just get more beads.
Yeah. Super cute.
Oh, another thing that goes towards your course results, taking no damage. Don't get used to that.
Yeah.
I'm very good at taking no damage in the first level because I've played it so many times. Later levels, not my focus.
Yeah. The fire level, that's the one where I was just like, and I'm done.
Yeah. So, at the time of this recording, you are halfway through Yoshi's Woolly World. Do you think, realistically, you will revisit it before we get to that point in the... Okay. Alrighty then.
Because I'm
Do
like...
you think you will revisit it?
Yeah,
though?
absolutely.
Okay.
Like I said, it's
Even
not...
if I spoil the rest of the levels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it is a joy. Like, it's a joy to play. It got really frustrating, but again, I feel as though I've grown a lot since I've played it.
Okay.
So maybe I won't get as frustrated.
Time will tell.
But I'm also like 3/4 of the way through Ys 9. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to finish that. And here's our first yarn friend. And I'm going to be nice. I usually don't do this in co-op. I pick the Yoshis that I want to play as.
Yeah.
I'm going to play as each Yoshi as I unlock them.
Okay.
So we'll see all the Yoshis. They all play the same. It's just clearly just aesthetic.
Yeah.
Also, you can throw in amiibos and have them mimic the design of the amiibos. So I have a Link amiibo, we get Link Yoshi.
Aww.
Kirby amiibo, Kirby Yoshi.
That's cute.
Stuff like that. I don't have all of the amiibos.
Yeah.
I'm curious if, like, because the newest amiibo I think coming out next is Sora. I don't think there's such thing as Sora Yoshi because this is a Wii U game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's...
That wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if Yoshi's Woolly World ever comes to the Switch, who knows? I do think more people should play this game, though. The Wii U had such a small audience compared to the Switch. So I don't mind when Wii U games are released to the Switch, even though I've already played them, so I'm like, well, I'm not buying that. I'm glad that people get to play these amazing games.
Right.
Because, like, the Wii U, I like the games on it. The Wii U was just a prototype.
Scrapbook theater.
Uh-huh. You can listen to the music. I have a huge chunk of this game's soundtrack on my phone.
Yeah, it is really nice.
You put a lot of the tracks on your
my
your
music
playlists.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. That's the Amiibo hut. We won't be seeing too much of that. So there's a total of 6 worlds. And we're in World 1.
Yes. So there's 6 worlds, and there's what? 6, is there 5 or 6 levels in each world?
8, actually.
8, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you can use power beads to get badges. We'll worry about that later. For now, this is Bounce About Woods. This is one of my favorite tracks. Just real upbeat. Run dun dun. Peaceful little Shy Guys. I like how when you eat them, the mask just like pops off.
Yeah.
That's a lovely little detail.
It's like you can eat everything but the mask.
So I do practice these levels because the way things are hidden, like, it's rough.
Yeah,
you have to comb through these entire levels.
Don't see it.
You have to walk in invisible areas and be like, oh, there was a cloud sitting there. How was I supposed to know that? I guess I'm just supposed to walk everywhere. So forgive me if I push things that I'm not supposed to be push, interact with things.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Trying to leave
You're
no
just doing
corner,
your best.
no page unturned.
Diggly.
Oh, see? Go over here. You can easily miss that one.
Yeah.
Follow
I do
the
like that it
bees.
tells you, like, according to where you're at in the game, if you've gotten the yarns.
Yeah.
So, like, if you miss one and you continue through the game and you get another yarn, it will, like, be out of order.
Yeah. So
like, if
it'll
you
be
missed that one but got
yarn,
the next one.
and then it will be like blank, and then the next
yarn.
one you'll be like,
so that way
shit.
you can, like, go back.
If you can go back.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's blocked off. That's my least favorite thing about these levels. It's just like, oh, come on. So I gotta restart and do it again. So in all of the other Yoshi games, with the exception of maybe Crafted World, those are Yoshi's eggs that he throws at enemies and stuff. When we get to Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story, that's his eggs.
Yeah.
But it was neat how in this game
They're
they
little
made
yarn
it
balls.
little yarn balls. Oh, hello, little lady.
Boobies come to join us. She's like, excuse me, are those balls of yarn?
Ouch! Would you say it's kind of morbid that I'm unraveling the flesh of these creatures?
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're also collecting the pieces of your friends.
Yeah, good point. When you think about it, it's not so for everyone now, is it?
Yeah. This could have also been considered a Halloween game.
It very well could have. God, I just love the way the cameras just turn around and you see different perspectives of levels. This is like ace level design.
Yeah.
I just love the thought and creativity put in every single level. Even levels that I'm not too fond of aesthetically, like they still put so much detail. Oop, oop, another secret.
Secret.
Gotcha.
I love that he starts sweating.
Well, that's his
Go
flutter
harder,
kick.
go harder, go harder. But yeah, once you pass the flower, you can't go back.
Once you go through doors. So passing flowers, like those are checkpoints. If you die, you start back at the flower.
Okay.
But once you go through doors, you can't go back. All right, so this is our first little mini game room. I don't know what you want to call it, but Yoshi transforms into different forms, basically. And this is Umbrella Yoshi. So he's going to have different gameplay types depending on the form he takes.
He's very octopi-like here.
Yeah, he kind of is. All right, collect that clock so you get more time. Don't forget the yarn friend. That Shy Guy's having a good time. Don't bother me, I'm having a grand old time.
You know, I don't think I made it this far when I played.
Oh, no? No, up there, and there you go. There's the goal. Hooray!
I also really enjoy that the flowers are sleeping.
Yep, you wake them up with your presence. Ouch! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go, go, go!
Cha.
I like that their legs are just little loops of yarn.
Uh-huh.
What do we have here?
Let's see, what's behind curtain number 1?
More games!
And bounce on this. And keep bouncing. Don't stop. Whee!
I love that the Shy Guys are like, shit. We've been found.
That's what I want. All right, one more flower. I just love like the clouds are on string and stuff like that.
Again, it's like those little minute details that are just so spectacular.
And the Yoshi series is known for that even from its heyday. So the original Yoshi's Island is supposed to be like a coloring book. It has like crayon kind of art style. And that's for the Super Nintendo back in, I think, 1995.
Yeah.
So it's really cool how like Nintendo was always just like, how can we make the art style different? Not how can we make it the most advanced? How can we make it the most realistic? No, how can we make it different and commit to this style?
Unique.
Because it's funny, like games like this age better than the games that look realistic.
Absolutely.
Like Uncharted 1, you look back at it, it's just like,
And you're
whoa,
like, ooh.
what happened? And I'm sure there will be a time when Uncharted 4, we look back and go, whoa,
Well, I mean, we did the same thing with when we watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean, and it was like the second one, Dead Men Tell No Tales. No, Dead Men's Chest.
Dead Man's Chest.
Bruh.
Dead Men Tell No Tales is the
like
newest
number
one.
5 or something.
Yes.
But like, I remember watching that for the first time and being like, oh my god, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so real. And then we watched it and I was like, oh my god, them graphics though.
I think that was Curse of the Black Pearl, because Dead Man's Chest still looks really fucking good. Davy Jones,
I think you're
the
right.
Kraken.
I think it was still the first one because
the first one, like you can like see the rigging and the skeletons and stuff like that. Like it looks like PlayStation.
Yeah.
You knitted Treetop Yoshi back together. Alrighty. Well, we're here now, Yoshi's Woolly World playthrough. In the next episode, we're gonna go on to level 3.
Let's do it.
We'll see you then. Smiles all around.